Good morning, everyone. This is Melody with Pro Event Planners. I am the CEO and founder of the company. We are a South Florida event planning company, and I have 5 tips today that I'm going to share with you about planning an event on a tiny budget. Oftentimes when you, as a planner, ask a client, so I've listened to all your details, it's going to be wonderful, what budget did you have in mind to make this all happen? Sometimes they'll say, well, I don't have a budget, I'm not sure what it would cost, just put something together and let me see it. And this is not the productive way to go about it. When a planner asks you, what is your budget? The goal isn't to max out or exceed that budget. The goal is to see if the money you have can pay for what you want. If it can't, then as a planner, we have to be resourceful enough and creative enough to give you some suggestions. What vendors do we pull in to make this happen? What do we do with the guest list? We need to reduce it. We need to maybe look at some different venues, some different elements that will create the design that you'd like, so you'll still get the effect, but without the expense. That's the only reason that we ask for a budget. It's not to max out your budget just because we have a number in mind. The number is so helpful in the decisions that we make. So I have 5 tips. I think these are 5 not so common tips because oftentimes you get other suggestions for reducing the budget. So here's my number 1. Do not overlook an ugly venue. I know the last place you want to have an event is a place that's deemed ugly, but that's where a resourceful planner comes in. We can work with decor, lighting, whatever we need to do, we'll make it happen. Just look at what are the bones of the venue. Is it in the right location? Is it the right size for your guest? Second one is the natural lighting. Especially if you have a day event, natural lighting really adds a lot to the venue versus one that's dark and dank. When there's a natural light, people's eye go to the window instead of focusing on the areas and the flaws of the room. Yes, they'll be visible, but the focus won't be there because you'll have great content. The room will look good as far as decorations, and the natural light will make people feel good. Number 3, create attention-getting vignettes. That just means different areas of the space that you'll do some wow pieces, like an amazing backdrop or a buffet that's themed to whatever is being served on that particular buffet. Like you'll have cheese and crackers display, but it'll be decorated as if you're in a vineyard. You know, just these little attention-getting decorations around the room, so the focus will be on those pieces and just not on the building. Number 4, call in favors. If you've decided not to hire a planner and you need to get the decorations done and the room set up, then call in favors. Aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, have everybody chip in and help, and that's going to save you a lot of money. And number 5, and this is very, very important because that's what leaves the lasting impression, is managing the conversations. Staff, attendees need to focus on why they're there. Is it for a celebration? Is it for a meeting? Is it for a training? Have the staff and everyone involved manage the conversation to that direction. If somebody's saying, oh, well, the paint is chipping, then you say, you know what? John and Mary have loved each other for like 10 years and they're getting married, and they, you know, this is such a lovely event because we're celebrating their love. Just manage the conversation away from anything negative. Those are my top 5. for planning an event on a tiny budget. Need more tips? Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Pro Event Planners, or email me, Melody, at info@myproeventplanners.com. Thank you for tuning in and have a wonderful rest of the day.